Hello and welcome to another episode of Necronalysis. My name is Atraitus, and today I'm going to be covering Jade Empire, which originally came out in 2005 as an Xbox exclusive, but later was released as a special edition on PC in 2007. It was developed by BioWare, and it was published on PC by 2K Games. It was published on Xbox by Microsoft, obviously. Like most BioWare games, this is a game that I have beaten, in this case, twice. I chose to cover Jade Empire because it's a game that I really want to like really badly. It's also probably the most underrated BioWare game, so I felt like it probably deserved some coverage. Jade Empire is really a role-playing game light. It's not really focused on stats and gear, that's heavily sidelined, exploration as well. It's much more focused on storytelling and somewhat on combat. In Jade Empire, you play the role of a martial arts master, and you'll engage in a lot of conversations with well voice-acted and interesting characters. And you will, I really hesitate to say explore, it's a very limited world, but the world is very beautiful for its era. The stylization on it was very well designed. So let's just dive in and see what makes this game tick. Being an RPG, obviously, it's going to start with character creation. The character creation is really pretty limited though. Cosmetically, there are only a few presets. You can't adjust clothing colors, hairstyles, anything. You can choose your starting style and stats, as well as your name, but if you're looking for character creation, that's about all you're going to get in this game. The real meat of the game comes in conversation. Obviously, it's a BioWare game. You choose your response from presets, listen to NPCs' stories, whatever they have to say. It can really be pretty delicate in conversations, as is often the case in BioWare games. You can make enemies and other very irreversible decisions in conversations. Most of your important choices are going to be happening in conversations. The combat of Jade Empire is more action-based than most BioWare games, Mass Effect notwithstanding, but it's really also very simple. All you've really got is block, dodge, you can chain together regular attacks, and a strong attack that can break blocks. You have different styles that you can use, as in like martial arts styles, and they have different speeds, reaches, effects, but your basic abilities remain the same. You've still only got a block, a dodge, a regular attack, and a strong attack. And then you have 3 resources to manage: health, chi, and focus. Obviously, when your health reaches 0, you die, and you have to reload a save. Chi can be used to heal, or to make your attacks stronger, and focus can be used for weapons, or to slow down time, what they call focus mode. None of these regenerate though. You have to use pickups, which can drop from enemies. This seems to be random though. Or you can find a shrine, which is posted in many places around the world. And you can use shrines an unlimited amount of times. And then of course, it's an RPG, so you're going to be looking to level up. Leveling up gives you 3 stats to spend. You can upgrade your health, your chi, or your focus, as well as 5 talent points to spend improving its style. Once again, the RPG elements are really pretty simple here. Unlike most RPGs, Jade Empire does not have gear. The closest thing it has is the gem system. Once you reach a certain point in the game, you'll acquire an amulet, and the amulet can be upgraded throughout the game as you advance the main story. And you can equip gems within this amulet. Gems have certain stats on them, and you can only equip a few at a time. As you upgrade your amulet, though, the number that you can equip will be increased. And then finally, you get to the morality system. It's a BioWare game. It's gonna have an arbitrary black and white morality system. You can follow the good way of the open palm, or the bad way of the closed fist. And it's very black and white morality. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you're a jerk, way of the closed fist. If you're a goody two-shoes, way of the open palm. And mechanically that's about it for Jade Empire. It strives primarily to tell a story, and as a result the mechanics suffer a bit. However, the story is so good that the limited stats and gearing actually mean that it's easier to focus on the story. It's easier to drop into the world as an inexperienced RPG player and simply experience the story, which is really the important part of the game, and the story is really good too. The combat adds to the whole martial arts master thing, but the system's limitations turn frustrating later in the game. It's rife with very hard CC, and it's very easy to get stun locked and then just instantly die. The issues with the combat notwithstanding, though, everything just feeds into continuing the story. The story is shorter than in other BioWare games. I've read that it's possible to burn through it in around 16 to 18 hours, maybe even faster if you power through it. There are a few side quests. The side quests are definitely front-loaded, though. As you proceed through the chapters, there seem to be fewer and fewer side quests until you're just doing the main quest. It's possible that the game was rushed. The side quests are not horrible, though. They're usually where you have to be going anyway, in a lot of cases, not necessarily, and they're not so much fetch quests. Really, the side quests are almost as enjoyable as the main story itself, which, with a story of this caliber, is really pretty impressive. Jade Empire is really a pretty unique game. There hasn't really been another game that has attempted to do what Jade Empire does, and the setting is very interesting as well. It's a somewhat fictionalized Chinese mythology, which outside of, say, Mists of Pandaria, hasn't been done all that much. And let's be honest here, Mists of Pandaria really doesn't even count. Jade Empire really holds up fairly well. The music is absolutely excellent. I've actually got the soundtrack in my music folder right now. I listen to it fairly frequently too. The sound design is pretty good. The graphics are really beautifully stylized for its era. I mean, seriously, look at this. This is amazing for 2005. The light shafts, the colors, I absolutely love this type of graphical style. The combat feels somewhat dated, it's pretty frustrating, and it's also pretty shallow. But the story really carries the game, and I'm trying hard to not give spoilers here because basically anything I say would be a spoiler. Really, the main weakness of the game is its combat. It's hard, but it's not so much challenging as it is cheap. There are lots of stuns, hard lockdowns, it's just not fun to deal with that. I mean, seriously, you can beat the final boss without him ever coming out of stun lock. I've seen it done. The style options are great, but many of them only feel like reskins. Some of the transformation styles are unique, some of the magical styles are fairly unique, and the support styles are often unique as well, but the truly martial or weapon styles are really just reskins. The only thing that differs between them is speed and reach. Because of this, I say that if they wanted to improve the game, they could have given the styles actual differentiation. They could have given different combos, they could have given truly different feels. There's simply not enough difference right now between White Demon and Legendary Strike for me to truly care about it. But even with the shallow, frustrating combat, the game is probably still worth playing. The combat really is not the core focus of the game. The story redeems it, and that is the reason why you should play. While the story may seem trite and cliched at the beginning, just know that not everything is as it seems. There have been rumblings coming out of BioWare for a few years now on a Jade Empire 2. I'd be okay with that, as long as they made a more creative name for it. I'm really getting tired of this whole sequels being named Original Name 2 thing. That's really annoying. But the game is gorgeous, and on modern technology, Jade Empire could look amazing. If the combat is updated, a sequel could be very, very good. Jade Empire runs perfectly on a modern system. If you're running the Steam version though, you may have to set it to compatibility mode for Windows XP Service Pack 3. As usual, you can buy Jade Empire on GOG or on Steam. It's going to be $14.99 either way at time of recording, and the links are in the description. So thank you for watching Necronalysis. If you enjoyed the show or you found it useful, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like it, leave a comment saying why you watched this instead of sitting on your roof waiting for the mothership. New Necronalysis will be next Friday, as usual, and yes, I have noticed that these are getting shorter and shorter. I'm going to be working on that over the next couple of episodes, trying to get it back up to a reasonable length. But once again, new episode next Friday, as usual, and until then, fare thee well.